Alright, so we've gone through a couple different revisions. As you can see, we've got some craters. I've had to move this entire door a couple blocks forward, so the craters aren't visible from the tunnel. Yeah, rotors still explode. Rotors still explode a lot. So I started to put the hangar doors back. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of these. What I'm gonna do next may not be the smartest bet, but we're going to use pistons. And on top of the piston is going to be hangar doors. So it may work. We also have an idea for multiple rotors, not merging them together. I mean, we were successful at merging it together. It was just when we tried to, the first time it exploded after they were merged together and I tried to move one of them. And the second time, half of it exploded when I had turned off everything and I was lowering the minimum and maximum angle. All right. Well, with all that said and done. Oh, and I'm out of hydrogen. All right. So we're going to move this entire thing one block back. And the reason is right here. We need a bottom block. Oh, shoot. No, we don't. We can attach the... Boom. All right, so we got a piston and we got a hangar door. Now, ultimately, once this is all built, we're going to make the maximum distance for the piston only 5 meters. What that's going to do is that's going to raise it 2 blocks. The hangar door is then going to close 2 blocks. So that's going to give us an actual closing distance of about 4 blocks. And on the exterior of the hangar, what we're going to do is we're going to place a ramp and then a couple blocks of hangar doors so that we can actually hide some of this, the piston. All right. So basically, when it's closed, it'll be like that. And then when it opens up, the piston will be visible, but everything else will be closed up. And we may be able to figure out a way, maybe right here, just dig a little deeper and actually have this extend 2 more blocks downward. But for right now, that's the design that I'm thinking about. So right now, that's the design I'm thinking about. And it should actually only leave us maybe about... Let's see, this will extend 2 blocks. So the piston extends 2 blocks. Bottom of the hangar is right there. and the hangar will extend right there. So yeah, so this is only going to leave us a 5-block opening tall-wise, or height-wise. And as for width goes, so the hangar will be right there, piston will be behind here. We'll have to dig into the rock to get the piston. Perfectly fine. So hangar's there. So when the piston extends, it will be 2 blocks. The top of the hangar is going to be right there. And then when that closes, that will be like that. So when it closes, it's going to give us a total of 5 blocks by 7 blocks. It may be 5 blocks by 9 blocks, which will be perfect too. I gotta do my math a little bit better on that one. Should be 4 blocks. Yeah, it's gonna be 5 blocks by 9. Which, yes, that's still a large opening, but that's on pace for what I want. We should be able to fly any type of small ship through here with no problem. Now the main thing is for the sides, the pistons will be hidden. We just got to make sure that we dig this area out pretty decent. And we'll put ramp blocks here, so it all should work out. Angle it with hangar doors so that it goes in. Yeah, so the hangar doors will go like that. That will be on both sides. We'll do ramps on this side. So that should hide the piston and let the piston actually go down and the hangar block go down. This will be basically about the same thing. We can do the same idea for this. Or at least on the other side, we can do that same thing. And this side may be pushed out a little bit more. Because with the piston extended, we're going to have to worry about, you know, somebody flying and actually hitting the piston. So looks-wise, we could do that. I mean, push comes to shove, we can actually just make a second piston a little bit lower. So when this raises up, another piston raises up, and it pushes up a wall. Because when these are when these are out this way, I planned on having I guess it would be these. So these would come down and these would... Oh, that's a bad idea. Huh, it's still there. It didn't explode. A lot better than the rotors. So yeah, so I'd have hangar doors going down. So when it does extend, the hangar doors would prevent. You know, they'd be even with this. So all we gotta do is just etch this out. Make a little space going all the way around here. Once the hangar's actually done, then we can start trying to figure out spacing for the rest of the structure. Since I'm not doing the rotors door, we'll be able to start the actual landing platform for the ship probably pretty close to the entryway. Now that the tunnel is perfectly round, this doesn't need to be. I wouldn't mind it going a little bit further in, but using more warheads, that's just going to damage everything that I'm building. Unless I can figure out a way to prevent it from damaging, but I don't believe I can. And I really don't want to have to destroy all this stuff just so I can dig some more warheads in. Alright. So I think I've finished the bottom part of the door. I'm basically just welding it up so to make sure that it has like the full weight. Come on. There we go. Alright, so basically this is the design. This would be the bottom part of the hangar. As you can see, that opens up, and then the entire thing comes down. Now, from the exterior, once again, we'll have these to, to make it even. We'll have it on both sides. The only thing we have to worry about is when it's raised, the piston is visible for one block. And that's going to happen on every single one. So I may have to have a separate piston right next to this piston, which I don't think I can even have. That's going to have to raise a little center area. The only other idea is that I just make this out a little bit more, and then I connect something to come over the piston, which that may actually be what's going to have to happen. It's going to be an irritating thing to try to hide, but when it's closed, it looks, you can tell that's the weak point of the door. It's from the exterior. And as of right this second, the hanging door is not wobbly. It's not crazy. It's actually acting. It was acting like it's supposed to. That might be because of these right here, though. But yeah, you can definitely tell this is the weak part of the hangar. Unfortunately, there's no way I can patch anything unless I really expand it. If I lower the piston down one block and place a just a regular armor block right here, then it'd be a lot easier to hide it. But that's a lot of stuff I have to destroy in order to do that little minor adjustment. Well, I'll figure it out. Ow. But this is where I'm at. All right, be right back. All right, so we've been working on the hangar door. Been running a little low on parts and components. So we came up here, grabbed some, ingots and resources from Nemesis's manufacturing ship. My current weight is 2.3 million. I'm confident that I should be able to jump this ship and land it back on the planet. With that said, I'm just waiting for Nemesis to finish up so that we can head on back. He dropped a steel plate on top of my ship. Was it just the one steel plate?
Yeah, it was just an interior plate.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm just seeing what Tinian had built so far.
Yeah, even with my hydrogen thrusters off, I'm holding weight. And I'm stopping quite fast. All right, we're done. We only used 7% of our hydrogen tank. Helmet. Now I guess I should start creating stuff.
Yeah, I was going to key up with a lot of steel plate. Kind of surprising that that was so quick and effortless. It's very unspace engineers like.
What are you talking about? We always have perfect runs going to and from the base, the atmosphere. It is nice though. It would be a lot worse if I was on the planet, because then you have to fly. You have to fly what 80K in order to get out of the grav well versus the 7K here.
Plus the much more thrust power needed. Your ship probably wouldn't have landed in its current weight.
Only one way to find out. Oh, it's happened again. And it's not. Yeah, it's only a couple of the hangar doors. Doing it again. So maybe it's when the area gets reloaded.
I don't know.
As soon as I toggled it, they went away. All right. Well, the hangars, or the hangar door, is done. So
You're
this
not
is
going to bother
open.
with this last bit.
Yeah, I do need to finish the ring, just that little bit, but I'll do it in a second. I want to close the hangar door. Make sure everything comes together. All right, so let's do that now. There we go. Nice little two-stage hangar door. Excellent. We'll be able to fly any of our small ships through without having to open it up. And then every once in a while, when I want to fly my large ship, hit a button. I'm happy about this. Go ahead and hit the button again. Get it to open up. May need to tweak the timer block a little. All right, until next time, have fun.